Welcome to Nerdgasm. Today we're going to be talking about something that I thought I should just get out of the way real quick since we're finally getting the Flash episode tomorrow. Who is Savitar? And I figured it was appropriate seeing as how next week's episode, it seems like we might actually find out who Savitar is if we don't find it out in this future episode tomorrow. First, we have the theory I hear all the time. Savitar is the time remnant of Barry from the end of Season 2. When Barry's time remnant sacrificed himself to save everyone, he was disintegrated and the whole thing came off as an Easter egg. Barry does the same thing to stop the Anti-Monitor from destroying the multiverse, and he even dies the same way. This is the reason I doubt that Savitar is the time remnant. They wouldn't bring him back to have him try and kill all of the people he sacrificed himself to save. Also, like I said, this scene was supposed to give us the Easter egg of Infinite Crisis, not use this as a way to bring back another version of Barry. They travel through the multiverse. If they wanted another Barry, there are other ways to get it done. Speaking of alternate versions of Barry, some people think that Savitar may be a different version of Cobalt Blue. In the comic books, Cobalt Blue was Barry's twin brother, but the Doctor had lied to Nora Allen and said that the twin was stillborn. The Doctor needed the twin to replace another woman's child who had died because the Doctor was too drunk to save it. This woman was a Thawne, and both of the parents were con artists. So the twin ended up being raised by terrible people, and it led to a pretty terrible life. When he learned of his twin, he goes all evil and blames the Allens, and he blames everybody else for his messed up life. Pretty much makes himself an enemy of the Flash family forever. Now in the comics, he doesn't have super speed, but it's possible that they did this whole thing where they just changed him to make him Savitar. The thing is that it doesn't track with him being the first speedster. Not unless it's a Barry twin from another Earth. Because we all know how they like to go Earth jumping. Next we have Eddie Thawne as Savitar. And I just have to say, no. Just no. Come on. The guy died a hero. He loved Iris. He was probably one of the best Thawnes ever. Even if he somehow survived and made it to a time where he could use the Philosopher's Stone to give him super speed and become the first speedster, I doubt that he would go and try to kill the woman he was going to propose to, or kill the man he sacrificed himself to save. Eddie is gone, and I would love to see him again, but can we not have him be evil, guys? This brings us to someone who's been acting the entire season like they have a giant secret that we still haven't found out. HR. He could be hiding the fact that he's Savitar, or he could not even be HR anymore. It's possible that he's using the face changer device that he had way back to make himself look like HR and is playing with Team Flash. It may be crazy, but HR is definitely hiding something from the team. Savitar said that HR will survive this, but maybe it's because he's being held captive and Savitar is using the face change device. The reason that it's unlikely that HR would be Savitar, though, other than the fact that he loves that team just immensely, I mean, he loves, especially Wally, he loves Wally, is because they wouldn't make Tom Cavanaugh the villain of a season for a second time. Yes, I know season 1, it was Eobard Thawne who was masquerading as Harrison Wells, but still, it was Tom Cavanaugh. I don't see them going, oh dang, nobody saw that coming, he's the villain again for season 3, oh, we're gonna bring back Hunter Zolomon for season 4, like, it's just bad. I'm cool with him coming back as HR as many times as they want, but he's not gonna come back as the villain. I really enjoy the theory that Savitar may be a future Barry Allen, but there's a lot of problems with that theory. First, why would Barry, any version of Barry, kill Iris? It just wouldn't happen. He's done some pretty dumb stuff before. He's messed up a lot of people's lives, but never on purpose, sort of, kinda. He wouldn't kill Iris. He would never kill Iris. Second, we're gonna see the 2024 version of Barry in the upcoming episode. The only difference there between the two Barrys is that one is like this weird cry in the corner hairdo looking Barry, and his future Flash costume has some new gold trimming on it. So it doesn't even look like that kind of guy is just going to turn into Savitar and be like, oh, I'm going to do this whole thing and set up this whole Savitar arc and become him and then mess with my past self. It's just, it seems very complicated, especially with the episode coming. Now, in the comics, the future version of Barry may have killed people. You know, the one with the blue lightning, he was awesome. Awesome suit, awesome speed, everything about him was awesome. But ultimately, he did it to save people. He wasn't trying to kill anybody because he wanted to. He was killing people because he thought he had to and because he was a little bit pushed to his limits. And none of it was to save his own ass, like Savitar's kind of doing. Real quick, can we just talk about how Julian looks like he could totally fit the mold for being Savitar? I don't mean body size wise. I mean, you know, obviously not. Savitar's huge. I mean, this guy shows up because of Flashpoint. He ends up becoming Alchemy and was apparently mind controlled by Savitar. But wouldn't it be just as possible that when he grabbed the stone and it killed his entire team, you know, the stone, big white light of explosion, everybody died except for him. He also got super speed along with it. This entire time he's been Savitar and he just didn't know it. Or he knows he's Savitar and he's just screwing with them. What if Alchemy was just a younger version of this Julian, and eventually when he came out as Savitar, the future Barry trapped him? I mean, it's just a little too convenient that he was the only one to survive. He has no memory. He blacks out all the time. I mean, you know, he used to. He doesn't do that anymore. He's the new guy, and he was in Harry Potter. All right? He just screams evil. Last theory we're going to talk about is one of the new ones, Jay Garrick. Jay left himself in the Speed Force prison so that Wally could get out, and some people are thinking that he's going to go crazy. He's going to end up becoming Savitar. And in all this crazed mentality, he's just thinking, well, I'm going to kill whoever I need to kill so that I can get out of here. I doubt that very much. I doubt that so much, guys. Jay Garrick is the OG Flash. He is one of the best speedsters out there, and at times, he's proven himself to be better than Barry Allen in the TV show and in the comic books. They're not going to mess with the amazing history of the Golden Age Flash for the sake of some big TV show reveal. Jay is too important, and people would lose their minds if they tarnished the reputation of the Golden Age Flash like that. It's just disrespectful. They are not going to do that. It's not going to be Jay. He'll save Jay somehow, but Savitar just can't be Jay. It can't be. I'm sorry. All in all, there's a lot of good theories. There's a lot of crazy theories. And I know I poked holes in the theories I just presented. It's just while they have some validity to them, it just seems like this stuff would never happen. It keeps making me think, who the hell is Savitar? And it makes me think that Julian would be great as Savitar, seeing as how they did this whole Savitar trapped in the Speed Force thing. This isn't even the Savitar that Barry actually knows right now, because Barry in the future traps Savitar. I mean, like, it's this whole time travel Speed Force thing going on. Julian seems possible to me as two Julians in the same place, you know? Not a time remnant version, just a future version who's Savitar, and then a past version who's still Julian. Hopefully we find out in the next episode, and if not, then next week's episode looks like it's definitely going to tell us. They're doing a really good job with this, though. I love this. I love the fact that they didn't just come out and say it and just spoil it for the Christmas episodes like they've done in the past. And before we end this video, guys, I want to get to a Q&A question that I wasn't able to answer last time from Elijah, who wants to know, why doesn't Barry generate lightning around his body standing still like Zoom in Trajectory? Well, if you're going just from the TV show, you're not introducing the comic stuff, then this one actually seems a lot easier to answer. You got to remember that Zoom had V9 in his system, which made him incredibly fast, and the V9 had a lot of messed up side effects, so he just had lightning shooting all around his body. And the same thing with Trajectory. The whole reason that they had Trajectory gaining the electricity around her body was so that they could kind of tease the fact that, oh, she's taking V9 and now there's electricity around her body and now her lightning's turning blue and the whole thing is just like Zoom. So Trajectory was just supposed to get them to realize that Zoom took V9, Jay said he took V9, and then Jay was Zoom. So Trajectory was just leading them towards that with her lightning, and Zoom was just so fast from the drug that the lightning was going around his body. We may not see Barry generating lightning around his body, just standing still. Maybe future Barry will do it, I don't know, but so far it just seems like the only lightning we're going to get is the stuff in his eyeballs when he gets all serious. And guys, don't forget, let me know your theories about who you think Savitar is and why in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for tomorrow's episode? Finally, who's going to watch Gotham tonight? I think it's tonight. It's tonight, right? I'm pretty sure it's tonight. You guys are awesome. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and stick around for the other awesome stuff we're going to do here. I'll see you in the next video. I think I said that. Goodbye.